Almost. Moulds pushing down after McGahee, by the way, gave up on the play. We noticed that. 93-yard return by Chad Williams. And then the next drive, which Buffalo helped them do a field goal. Again, their defense doing all they can. Jonathan Ogden leaving the game with a pulled hamstring. It was a field goal after this. Bills had the ball again. 4 interceptions by Baltimore against Bledsoe. Ogden leads with a pulled hamstring, so hopefully that's all it is. 4 interceptions, 4 sacks. Suggs had 2 of them. The Bills have had only 6 offensive touchdowns all year, all of them by the air, and Baltimore wins it by the count of 20-6. Now, some analysis in a moment, but first of all, Deion Sanders. He's done this before. His 9th interception for a touchdown, tying him for 2nd with Aeneas Williams. Cardinals at Bills. Willis McGahee made a start a couple of weeks ago at a 100-yard game. No one circles the wagon when it's awful weather and the opponent has lost 16 straight games, like the Buffalo Bills. Willis McGahee on the road, that is. Willis McGahee runs up the middle, cuts left, 24 yards. How about the way he runs?
Willis
hard
right here, and it's an easy glide. You know, he doesn't look like he's really putting those feet down quickly, but he's got a nice, easy glide, covers a lot of ground.
And then how about this? Bills special teams. Terrence McGee. You name McGahee, McGee, and he could go all the way. 87 yards, 17-7, Buffalo. And the wind was like gusts up to 40 miles an hour. Neither quarterback completing for 100 yards, but there's Drew Bledsoe to Eric Moulds. And the Bills beat Arizona 38-14, 102 yards for McGahee. And 17 straight losses on the road now for Arizona.
Yeah, and you can see how bad that win was. McCown, 9 completions. You look at Drew Bledsoe, 8 completions. But the winner, Buffalo.
When we return. And now we go to the AFC East where the New York Football Jets had a tough win over Buffalo a month ago, but after the big Monday night game, figuring, okay, they're starting to cruise. Chad Pennington and the Jets are 6-1, but Willis McGahee, you don't see it yet here, but how hard did this man run? 7-0 Buffalo, and they went for it on a 4th and 1. Then Pennington to Justin McCairns. McCairns can be a big play receiver. We know that. Jets lead 10-7.
Yeah, and take a look. You are not only in the red zone, you are standing in your own end zone by the time he runs this slant. It does you no good to be in the end zone making a tackle. Yes, it's going to be a touchdown.
Now we're tied at 10. Bledsoe to Lee Evans. What a catch this was in the corner. And they're going wild on another very windy day in Buffalo. 1-2, yikes. What a play by this rookie receiver. Later on in the third, Mike Williams, and a very scary moment. Falls on his head, the biggest guy in the field, and Bills players, Jets players praying, ambulance on field. Big Mike gives the thumbs up, and then later on, x-rays, negative movement, the last report, so the reports that we're hearing is good. Meanwhile, Lawyer Malloy. The Bills get 3 off this turnover as the Jets down 17-10 are stymied by Buffalo's defense. Then Chris Kelce with the sack. Pennington leaves the game with a strained right shoulder, and Quincy Carter comes in. Now on his first play, he hands it off in the end zone. It was a safety about 5 yards deep. We don't show you that, but Carter, wide open Santana Moss. So all of a sudden, Carter can find some time, and it's a 22-17 game. Maybe the Jets are in it. 2.5 to go, 22-17, 3rd and 8. Bledsoe, Evans. Nice! Again, the footwork by this rookie.
What a beautiful throw. He did a great job of tapping one foot down and dragging the other, and a great throw by Drew Bledsoe.
And so the Buffalo Bills. The Bills, we said it this morning, it's a 2-game season for them. The Bills, who came in at 2-5, home to the Jets, at New England. Do they make something of the whole 4 months? These would be the 2 games that would determine it. McGahee, 132 yards rushing, many of them hard charges.
Yeah, and I think the 37 carries tells us he's back, he's ready to carry a load, and he's got that easy glide. It's God-given. He runs a lot faster than it appears that he's going.
2 wins in the win for Buffalo. They're a very good win team, and they're circling a wagon one at a time. McGahee, 100 yards in 3 starts. The Bills have won all 3 of those games. Meanwhile, the end zone. Meanwhile, Drew Bledsoe, Buffalo Bills, beaten badly last Sunday night at New England. And Bledsoe has a new target. It's his tight end, Mark Campbell. Against the St. Louis Rams at home, it's 19-yard touchdown. Bledsoe to Campbell 3 times today. Handoff to Willis McGahee. Tricky Bills. Back to Bledsoe. To Sam Aiken. Puts an Aiken on the Rams. Flea flicker, 54 yards, sets up a Ryan Lindell field goal. 17 all at the half. And then third quarter, Bills special teams. They really have been outstanding all year. Sean personal Landetta will punt. Jonathan Smith wears F. Smith on his jersey because he wants to be called Fred Smith. Look at the moves. 53 yards down to the 5. Sets up a Buffalo touchdown. They have the lead 24-17. Later third. Landetta punting. Nate Clements, the starting corner. Pretty good kick. Clements at his own 14. Whoop! Then up the far sideline, gets a block, and I don't think Landetta's going to catch him here. He could go all the way. Bills special teams. 86 yards, 31-17 Bills. From there, Takeo Spikes. Watch 2 strange interceptions here, Tom.
Yeah, Takeo Spikes is going to get the arm tip right there, ball deflected in the air. He also is the guy who brings the ball down.
Now remember that and watch the Bills play more defense. Marshall Falk. Aaron Schobel. Falk 6 yards on 13 carries. And watch the keg. Sam Adams. Doink. Bats it. Doink. And Sam gets it. Beer for everybody. Sam Adams, the big guy in the middle. And so the Buffalo Bills hammer the Rams 37-17. They're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. St. Louis Rams are down today. 6 sacks for the Bills, 3 interceptions, a fumble against Bolger. So Buffalo with a huge win, St. Louis with a head scratch.
And 2 things strike me about this game. Number 1, you couldn't get pressure on Drew Bledsoe. You leave him standing, he's going to pick you apart. Sacked only 1 time today. Rams special teams, a problem for them throughout every year the last 3 or 4 years because of their final roster. Don't keep enough linebackers, people who can play special teams.
And the Rams. We go. Buffalo 0-4 on the road, but they bring a good defense. Seattle an enigma this year. But the first place team in the NFC West. Travis Henry leaves the game with a leg injury, so Willis McGahee was hurt a little bit. Well, but it's his job anyway. Touchdown. 7-0 Buffalo. After a Lindell field goal, 10-0 Bills. Sean Alexander stuffed on first down. 2nd and goal. Matt Hasselbeck playing injured. Incomplete. 3rd and goal. Hasselbeck going to try this. No! Stop. And Seattle settles for a field goal. Big stand by Buffalo. 10-3 Bills under 2 minutes and a half. 3rd and 8. Drew Bledsoe needed a couple hundred tickets for his friends and family. First time he's played in his home state of Washington as a pro. That's Lee Evans' first down. That's Lee Evans for 12. Then on 3rd and goal at the 3. How about this rookie? Yeah, Bledsoe right back to him despite the good coverage. Right before the half, what a big score, Buffalo, 17-3. Then, 3rd quarter, Matt Hasselbeck, ball tipped. Terrence McGee with the pick. Hasselbeck, 19 of 38, under 200 today. That leads to another McGahee touchdown. Then, tricky Bills. The pitch to Willis McGahee. 30-yard touchdown. What a play, Buffalo. It's a laugher. 31-3. Then, he's been in the end zone 3 times. How about 4? Willis McGahee in the end zone. 4 touchdowns. Ties the 2nd most in a game in Bills history. Only Cookie Gilchrist in the AFL 1963 with 5. And the Bills beat the Seahawks 38-9. The Bills look like the contending team in this game.
Yeah, devastating loss for the Seahawks, and we all question the deal. Willis McGahee, you had Travis Henry on the team. He's going to miss a year. It all looks like it's going to pay off for the Buffalo Bills. Tremendous running back in Willis McGahee.
So the Bills win a road game. How about PR man Scott Birchtold going to Jimi Hendrix's grave yesterday in the suburban Seattle? Turned out to be Hendrix's birthday. He knew that it would be all along the watchtower for the Buffalo Bills and put the Seahawks in a purple haze. Miami. Another team coming back, the Buffalo Bills, after an 0-4 start. If they can win at Miami for rookie coach Mike Mularkey, they'd be 6-6. Bills special team. Opening kickoff. 4 yards deep is Terrence McGee. And look at this. Makes the cut. And he could go all the way for the Bills' 5th team record, 5th kick and punt return touchdown this season.
Bills special teams.
Yeah, the Bills special teams. This game turned out to be a wild game, though. Early on, A.J. Feely looked like this. Donald Lee, touchdown. 3 touchdowns, Feely, in the first 12.5 minutes. 21-14 Miami, game on. Now, with just seconds left in the third quarter, 24-21 Dolphins, Drew Bledsoe to Lee Evans. Remember the 68 Olympics, Tommy Smith, Lee Evans, fist in the air, touchdown. Bledsoe threw 4 on this day, 28-24. Just before the 2-minute warning, you said it.
I said Feely could rush up and throw an interception for a touchdown before the 2-minute warning.
And he did. The big fella, Pat Williams, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Nobody wants to get in his way. A.J. Feely, remember those 3 early touchdown passes? He threw 5 interceptions, 7 Miami turnovers, and the Buffalo Bills have gone into Miami and won 42-32. Bledsoe, we told you about the 4 touchdown passes. By the way, the kickoff return by McGee, the longest in Buffalo Bills team history. Here's a team clearly intent on finishing big time, Tom.
Yeah, and I think you like the Buffalo Bills. Drew Bledsoe obviously now feeling the strength of the Willis McGahee running game, starting to find out what his receivers can do for him. Offensive line feeling good. You have said it. This team will finish strong.
And Mike Mularkey fed him pregame cheeseburgers the night before. Why not in Florida? Cheeseburger in paradise. That's where Jimmy Buffett is. At any rate.
Miller Lite.
Don't look now, but the Buffalo Bills are circling the wagons even in the snow at Orchard Park, New York. They began 0-4, but they can get over 500 if they can beat the hapless Cleveland Browns. How hapless? You watch. William Green, bow. Nate Clements recovers. Green 5 yards, 11 carries. He was a big ground gainer today for the Browns. Meanwhile, Bills having Willis McGahee, 13-yard run, 17-7 Bills, 105 McGahee. Now, Adam Shinobi and Shamandu from Bengals, and Troy Vincent playing for the first time since October 3rd in a new position, free safety, fumble recovery, a pick, and a sack in this game. Sam Adams, a.k.a. the Keg, tapping into a blitz on McCown, on Luke, send in McCown. Then Jeff Garcia, couple plays, hit by Aaron Schobel, fumble. Chris Kelce recovers. Garcia 1 for 1, 5 yards, gone with sprained knee. Back comes Luke McCown. Send in McCown indeed. That's Lawyer Malloy, 8 sacks. Buffalo limits Cleveland to only 17 yards to Lopez. They were minus yards into the fourth quarter. So the Bills now have won their last games 37-17, 38-9, 42-32, 37-7. Here they come, 3 wide on the outside.
Yeah, and when you look at the game plan, Willis McGahee, 27 carries. He carries the load, 105 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Drew Bledsoe, only 100 yards, but only the 1 pick. This football team, just like you said, coming on into the year.
And it's going to be a very good game at Cincinnati next week. Interesting game for Buffalo, 7-6. They have an outside shot. Meanwhile, Saints and Cowboys. And now we go outside where the weather a factor today, big time. Wind chill down in the low single digits for Buffalo at the Cincinnati Bengals. And very early, the tricky Bills, Bledsoe, McGahee, flea flicker, Lee Evans. He looks like a touchdown, but he ruled outside at the 5-yard line. And so Bledsoe says, okay, let me go to the rookie and let him get the touchdown after all. Game is tied at 7, late first quarter. Now, the Bills scored on offense. Now, Bills special teams. Boom! Jason Peters with the block, the recovery.